Well, games are coming in thick and fast. What evidence as to that is simple that after playing on Sunday, winning the Carabao Cup finale, 6 years of the trophy drought coming to an end, we are yet going to play another big game in the FA Cup 50th round against West Ham at Old Trafford, and we're here to preview this beautiful game of football because Ten Hag has his motto: we want to win every game, meaning that every game is going to be going with his strong lineup and he's not going to really lessen or take the foot off the pedal. He's going to go full speed and obviously full steam, and he wants his players to gas out all through the game. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys? Where are you watching us from? Rock and David is my name, and the United Matters channel is the YouTube channel you are watching us on. United is really thriving, we are grooving, and obviously we are on song in a nutshell, and we've just gathered our first trophy out of the many we expect under the Eric Ten Hag era. And guys, continue to subscribe to this channel so as to see us hit close to 12,000 subscribers on this channel, because the more you subscribe, the more we put ourselves to a level of really reaching that number and growing deep and huge in numbers. Now, remember we played on Thursday, we played on Sunday, and now we're playing on Wednesday. When you see such a hectic football fixture, you expect the manager to go all out and make changes. After all, the team that played against Barcelona on Thursday at Old Trafford and on Sunday at Wembley, I think only few changes were made. You get? Dalo came in for Aaron Bissaka. I think that's the only change that was made. Not so. I think that was the only change that was made. The rest of the changes remained constant according to me. Oh, even Sancho started the game of Barcelona at Old Trafford and he was benched in this game and then came on later, I think around the 65th minute of the game. That's when he came in through, meaning that he kept those players the same, meaning that David De Gea, David De Gea, Luke Shaw, Lisandro Martinez, Rafael Varane, Casemiro, Fred, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, Wout Weghorst. 9 players have played 2 games in a space of how many days? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 2 games in 4 days. That means they've been averaging a game every 2 days. So that calls for huge changes in this lineup. And I believe this time round we are playing West Ham, and I think it's placed, 17th or 16th on the Premier League table. They are not doing well. The last time they came to Old Trafford when they were playing the Premier League, we beat them by 1-0, and I think we are a much more better composed side by then, because we've now gone ahead to play 20 games at Old Trafford and we've won 19 and drawn only 1 against a side called, we've drawn 2, Leeds and Newcastle. Those are the only sides we've drawn to. So it shows you that there are 21 games. Ten Hag has 19 wins and 2 draws. They are coming to Old Trafford as we are still fired up from the trophy. Remember, the verdict or the yardstick that I based on to predict that we are going to beat Newcastle to win the Carabao Cup was the players are really fired up. They are from beating Barcelona, one of the best teams in the world, and they are going to face Newcastle. That was just enough to pump them and jeer them up to those levels of really knocking out, of really beating Newcastle to win the game of football. It's the same thing that I'm giving my yardstick and basing up on when it comes to this 5th round of the FA Cup. After winning against Newcastle and lifting the Carabao Cup, the only next trophy for us to win that is easy is this one, the FA Cup. Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal are out. The only team that can go toe-to-toe with us and really cause a lot of headache to Eric Ten Hag is obviously Man City. That's it. But the rest of the teams, they can't stop us, and we're unstoppable at this juncture. So I believe Ten Hag is going to make huge changes because on Sunday we are playing Liverpool. he needs to make changes and rest these players. Their players have been playing very many games of football that need to be rested. And the good thing is that as we get into this beautiful game of football, we expect lots of players. We expect some players to return. One of those is Antoine Martial leading the line. You get Marcus Rashford played half fit, and I think he's one of those players that Erik ten Hag might think of resting because he really looked out of steam in that game of football. Though he scored a goal and was responsible for the first goal we scored, it shows you how important he is. And Ten Hag is going to be having a little bit of a dilemma on how to deal with Marcus Rashford because you're having a big one on the weekend as we go away at Anfield. Now, for West Ham, Scamacca is back. Antonio is available. They are having Declan Rice. I think almost their squad is almost fit. I think Lucas Paqueta is only the doubtful player because I saw him walk off the game of Chelsea, I think 1 week by now. 1 week, like 2 weeks back, when his shoulder really had problems. And I think they're really having a very huge team present. Gerard Bowen having a very good team. And I think he might tempt himself to really put out his strong side to face United because he might also see this as another chance to win a silverware for West Ham. Having taken long without winning trophies, he might see this as an opportunity for West Ham to go out and really win trophies. To win a trophy for the West Ham side. Remember, they are struggling after beating is it Nottingham Forest over the weekend by, is it 4? Because Dan Ings scored a brace, according to me. Dan Ings scored a brace, and I think he won't be... Will he be eligible to play? I think he played for Aston Villa in the FA Cup. So I think he's eligible to play in the FA Cup. But the likes of Antonio, Scamacca are really available. Benarema, they are here to face United. Now, let's get into the team of United, and I expect Ten Hag to bring it up and face a side called West Ham. The game is going to be at Old Trafford, and obviously there are huge stats that you need to know after us presenting you this predicted starting 11 of Erik ten Hag. Ten Hag's system is always a constant. It's always a 4-2-3-1. 4 defenders, a double pivot of 2 midfielders, 1 central attack midfielder, 2 wide attack midfielders, and 1 centre forward who is really very much not ready, by the way, to predict because it looks like Antoine Martial is back and we don't know when he's going to unleash him into this beautiful game of football. The goalkeeper, very important game. We are having David De Gea, Butland, and Tom Heaton. Now, David De Gea made 181 clean sheets for Manchester United yesterday. He's the record holding goalkeeper of United for keeping very many clean sheets. And I think, which goalkeeper has ever been at United for close to 12 years? I've never seen, ever since I started watching United. Peter Schmeichel, 1999, I think he came in through, was there for like 5 years, he left. Fabian Barthez came in through for 3-4 years, he left. Then Tim Howard came in through for 2-3 years, he left. Then Edwin van der Sar is one of those goalkeepers that provided us with stability in that goalkeeping department of Manchester United for a very, very long time because I think he came in 2005, 2006, and he left in 2011. That means he spent there close to 5 or 6 years. Though Sir Alex Ferguson wanted him to give him one more year, and he said, no, I promised to my wife that after the Champions League finale, I'm not playing football again. That's why he returned to Ajax, and he's now the CEO of Ajax. Now that's when Sir Alex Ferguson went in for David De Gea. That's it. And I think David De Gea is going to start in goal tomorrow. No chances because this is a trophy that Erik ten Hag wants to win, and even the players want to win it because Ten Hag told them there are going to be no celebrations. That's it, because we cannot do a trophy parade for only one trophy. Unless we win a second trophy, that's when you're going to do a trophy parade. But if at all you don't win a second trophy, no trophy parade in Manchester, and the players know it very, very well. Now, in the game of Newcastle, guess who started? It was Dalot. He came in through and really played 45 minutes after getting a yellow card. The manager saw it as being risky to keep him on the field. Yet St. Maxima was really bringing that ball to him. And what he did, he took him off and brought on Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who registered a record of really registering 7 tackles in a Carabao Cup finale for 45 minutes. N'Golo Kante is the one who really made 7 tackles in the entire game, and they played even extra time, totaling up to 120 minutes, and it required him 120 minutes, that is 90 minutes plus 30, to make 7 tackles in an entire final game. But this time round, it was a player called Bissaka making tackles, 7 tackles in just 45 minutes, and he really looked solid onto that right back position. And I believe he's going to find himself a starting position in this beautiful game of football as United takes on a team known as West Ham at Old Trafford in the FA Cup, because the plan was Dalot playing in the finale, then Bissaka plays on Wednesday. And that is the first change I believe Erik ten Hag is going to make in this beautiful game of football. We are playing on Wednesday at Old Trafford. The other change I expect is on the left back position. Tyrell Malacia last played when United was playing Barcelona away. That's it. And he also played against Leeds. And the manager has a tendency of giving him 2 consecutive games and then bench him for 2 consecutive games. So I expect Luke Shaw to be really benched because she has been playing lots of games. He played against Leeds twice. Then he went to Catalonia against Barcelona. He played against Leicester City. He came in through and played against Barcelona. Then in the finale. So I think he deserves to be rested. And I think he's not even going to play on the left side of the central defense. He's going to be rested for the game of Liverpool and really recharge his batteries. So I believe Tyrell Malacia is coming in through to play as the left back for Manchester United as we play a side called West Ham at Old Trafford. Why? He's fresh, and every time he has been called for by the manager to do the job, he has done it perfectly, and no way we regret his signing at Old Trafford. It's really a very good signing that the manager really went in for and is doing wonders for the club of Manchester United. The central defense, another change I expect him to make is going to be on the right side of the central defense. That is, Rafael Varane is going to be rested. When he's playing with Lisandro Martinez, especially in big games, you know that that defense is going to be watertight. So Rafael Varane deserves to be rested such that we keep him very well and ready for the game of Liverpool on Sunday. So, having played on Thursday, played on Sunday, I believe he's going to be rested, and there comes in a player known as Victor Lindelof to play on the right side of the central defense. I remember him and Lisandro Martinez played beautifully against Leicester City at Old Trafford, and we kept a clean sheet. It's not only the same game they played together, even when Rafael Varane got an injury in October, when we were playing against Chelsea, Lindelof came in through and really played there very well with Lisandro Martinez. We kept clean sheets, and obviously we were the big team of the day. On the left side of the central defense, I believe Lisandro Martinez is going to come in through and play into that position. Why? Lisandro Martinez he never traveled to Barcelona. You remember on Thursday when we went there and drew 2-2 because he was suspended. Even in the game when we were playing Leeds, the return leg, Lisandro Martinez never played for the first 60 minutes. They brought him and played only 30 minutes, meaning that he has been rested. The only games that's going ahead to play consecutively against Leicester at Old Trafford, then Barcelona, and obviously against a side known as Newcastle over the weekend that saw us win the Carabao Cup. I believe he's going to partner him with Lisandro Martinez. But I won't be shocked if at all he goes in for Harry Maguire and Lindelof. That won't shock me, but I believe the best thing to do is to really have Lisandro Martinez and Lindelof into that midfield, into that central defense. Now, let's go to the midfield area. The midfield area is really tricky. I'm having a feeling that maybe Scott McTominay is going to come in through and start, according to me, because he has ever played with Sabitzer for close to 35 minutes in the game of Leicester City, and the midfield really looked very, very well. And I think Scott McTominay and Sabitzer, you put them against Declan Rice and Lucas Paqueta or Shushek, I think they win the midfield battle and we are at Old Trafford. But Ten Hag doesn't take any risk and he needs another trophy this season. Trust me, he needs another trophy. And you've seen the first one I've done today when Wout Weghorst has come out and really told us how much they are interested in winning 4 trophies. 1 into the drawer, they are going in for the remaining 3. That is the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and the Premier League. Now, that means it's the situation championed by the manager, Erik ten Hag, and I believe Casemiro having missed out on very many games, because I think this is the first week ever since he got a red card that we've seen him play 2 games per week. After we played against Crystal Palace, he never played in the midweek against Leeds, and even on Sunday, he never played. That means he rested for a week. Then, he returned in the game of Barcelona on Thursday, and he never played when you're playing Leicester City on Sunday. No, after playing Leicester City, that means he went ahead to play another game on Thursday and then has played on Sunday, meaning that for him, he's still having the gas and no need to rotate him. Even if he plays on Thursday, he'll be fit to play on Sunday at Anfield. That is Casemiro for you. And I believe Casemiro is going to play into that central defensive midfield position of United, alongside who? Is it Freddie or Sabitzer? I believe Freddie has been playing every game, and it's high time he's rested. And for the previous, I think 3-4 games, I've been coming out and really talking about Erik ten Hag unleashing the central defensive partnership, or the double pivot partnership of Casemiro and Sabitzer. But I believe this is the very, very right time for him to unleash it. Why? Yesterday, they played together for some 25 minutes. I think that was one of the reasons as to why the manager never really went in for those changes. But I believe too, on Wednesday, Ten Hag is going to start Sabitzer, because Sabitzer has really spent 2 games without starting. That of Barcelona, he never played a minute. That of Newcastle, he played 25-30 minutes. So I think it's high time the manager brought him on. And we might see him with Casemiro, with Scott McTominay in that midfield against West Ham, and I'm not going to be surprised. Do you know why? He brought both of them together on the field of play when we are playing against Newcastle. You saw that. And in the game of Leicester City, they played together. So Ten Hag might see it as a benefit to rest Casemiro and let him be on the bench, then start with Sabitzer and Scott McTominay. All start Sabitzer and Casemiro. Now, I believe Sabitzer is a must start according to me, and it's going to be in the hands of the manager to make a choice between Scott McTominay and Casemiro. And Casemiro has just been named in the FIFA 11 of the year. That's it. Messi has won the FIFA Men's Player of the Year. That's it. So, that is it, the double pivot. And when you go to the central attack midfield, it's this man who never really tires out. He never tires out. He never gets naked. Bruno Fernandes. And he told us the reason as to why he never really feels tired and he can play 2 games every week. He's an advocate for a player being able to play 2 games per week if at all you're playing for Manchester United. And I always stand in for him on that, because I've seen players like Ronaldo, Messi, Wayne Rooney doing that occasionally. Look at Luka Modric. He's 38, 39 years of age, but he can play 2 games per week. Now, Bruno Fernandes told us the reason why he can play all those minutes for 1 week, is that when he was young, he used to play for like 3 hours non-stop. And 3 hours, those are like 90 minutes. Those are like 180, meaning that a game is just 90 minutes, meaning that his body is used to that. That's why he can play game in, game out. So he captained us to the trophy, and he wants to put his body on the line to lead us to another trophy, that is the FA Cup. That is Bruno Fernandes. Now, the other change I believe the manager is going to make is going to be on the right wing. And I think Anthony is not starting this time round. It's going to be Jadon Sancho. According to me, it's going to be Jadon Sancho. The other change I believe that is going to be made, Marcus Rashford is not starting. And guess who is starting? It's really going to be this man known as Garnacho Alejandro. That's what I really believe the changes are really going to be made by the manager, Erik ten Hag. Now, I think Weghorst is leading the line. However much Antoine Martial has returned, no way to really start him into this game of football. I think he will come in through and play close to 30 or 20 minutes. Then on Sunday, he might see himself start as we play against Liverpool, because he knows we can beat West Ham with Weghorst. West Ham, Newcastle, no big difference. The problem is West Ham is really having a very huge drop off this season, but last season they are really brilliant. So when you look at those changes, I expect him to make Malacia for Dalot, Malacia for Luke Shaw, Bissaka for Dalot, Lindelof for Varane, Sabitzer for Freddy, Sancho for Anthony, Garnacho for Marcus Rashford. And other changes will come in through as the game goes on, because he needs to rest them and really see them pumped up as we get ready to rest after playing Liverpool for some other 3 days and host Real Betis at Old Trafford in the UEFA Europa League. Now, my prediction for this game, I think we're going to beat West Ham by 2 goals. 2 goals to nil or 3-0, according to me, because this is Old Trafford and they've not been a side that's going to hate to challenge us game in, game out. Now, when you look at a team known as West Ham, there are some stats I really want to show you. Let me see whether they can come on the screen. Let me see whether I can bring them onto the screen and show you them to you, because they are really so important for you to read. All right. Thank God they are in. All right. So that's what we are having from Google, telling us the stats about United and West Ham. This will be the 12th FA Cup tie between Manchester United and West Ham, and first since the first round in 2021. A 1-0 Man United win. The Hammers have lost the last 4 ties between the sides, last winning in January 2001. A 1 victory at Old Trafford thanks to Paul Di Canio goal. So it shows you that United have won all the ties apart from one against West Ham in the FA Cup. This is going to be the 12th time we are meeting them, and they will fall on the sword. West Ham have won one of their last 20 away games against Manchester United in all competitions. A 1-0 league win in September 2021. They haven't scored more than once in any of their 37 visits to Old Trafford since a 3-2 win in 1986. So it shows you that we are really having an edge over West Ham. Man United have won 13 of their last 15 home FA games. 2 draws since their last defeat at Old Trafford in the competition in March 2015 against Arsenal. They have also scored in their last 25 FA Cup games on home soil. That is a 1-0 loss to Leeds in 2010. So it shows you how good we are at home. West Ham are looking to reach the FA Cup quarter-final for the first time since 2015-2016, knocking out Blackburn in that season, 5th round. The Hammers have lost their last 2 ties at the stage, including a defeat to United in 2020-2021. The last one is in the current format of the FA Cup. Manchester United have progressed from more FA Cup 5th round ties than any other side, 41 times, and have gone through in their last 12 ties at this stage since a 1-0 defeat to Liverpool in 2005-2006. That is what we are being told by Google as far as this fixture is concerned. That's why I'm coming through very much brave and strong that we are going to go ahead and really win this fixture and really proceed to the round of the quarterfinal. And round of the quarterfinal, if we don't face City, I know, even if we face City, I see this fixture written all over. Another luck to us. Remember, in the Carabao Cup, we never played a game away from home. All the games were played at home. Even in the FA Cup, this is the 3rd fixture, and all those fixtures are really finding us at home. Reading 3-1 at home. Reading 3-1 at home. Everton 3-1 at home. Reading 3-1 at home. And obviously, we are getting another fixture of West Ham at home, and I think we are winning this one. So guys, thank you very much for watching in. Through your reactions to this are welcome in the comment section below. And David remains my name. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I sign out for now. See you later. Good night. Good morning.